In the name of God, I bear witness that there is but one God and that Muhammad is his messenger. I greet you all with the greeting words of peace. We say it in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Brother Keith Muhammad, and I'm honored to be here with a group of activists and students that are working hard night and day, coming out of the East Bay, Oakland, California, Berkeley, California, and other neighboring cities. The murder of our brother on January the 1st for that shooting was not just the shooting of Oscar Grant, it was the shooting of every one of us. Yes. Repeat after me, I am Oscar Grant. 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 In recent days, a young man in Inglewood, California, Marcus Smith, shot 20 times, exiting a party from among his family members, unarmed, and again, unexplained. In San Jose, just a few weeks ago, a young man, Inglewood, by the name of Eddie Felix Franco, shot 47 times, unarmed, by the Inglewood Police Department, and when questioned by experts about why this happened, they called the shooting of Brother Eddie by law enforcement contagious fire. Wow. The same city suffering a $25 million lawsuit for the murder of Michael Bayoun, 19 years old. In San Jose, just a few weeks ago, a young man known to be mentally ill, when approached by law enforcement, was shot, tasered, and killed by SFPD. And when their enforcement department was asked to deliver the tapes of the 911 call that brought the police to their door, like many other law enforcement agencies, they took the position to run, cover, and hide. So now that brings us here to the steps of the state capitol that is deciding what to do with Assembly Bill 312, which was the bill derived after the murder of Oscar Grant. But a few weeks ago, when I came here to witness the testimony about AB 312, one of the staffers of a wise assemblyman came to me when I told him I came to share, and he asked me the question, who is Oscar Grant? Well, I think we're all here today to declare in unity and say it again, I am Oscar Grant. I am Oscar Grant. We are here to back legislation. If it doesn't exist, then produce it. That would produce police oversight and accountability that makes some sense. You should know that they stalled on it here, claiming that BART would produce a system of its own. But what BART introduced was the weakest form of oversight that one could imagine. So we're here to say to the legislature, push through and pass Assembly Bill 312. With our delegation, we have with us a member of the Oakland Black Caucus, and I bring him before you as an organizer that helped to draft the current mayor of Oakland into position again. Please join me in receiving Brother Jeffrey P.
Thank you very much, Brother Keith Muhammad. Yesterday, the Oakland Black Caucus was feeding over 500 individuals. Human misery and pain and suffering is an all-time high, not just in Oakland, but throughout the land. And we were doing our small part to help mitigate some of that misery. And the call cried out to change gears and join the Caravan for Justice in Sacramento tomorrow. Well, I was tired, had innumerable business obligations, but as Martin Luther King said, that some things are so true, some things are so eternally dear, that they are worth dying for. And if a man hasn't found anything worth dying for, he or she's not fit to live. So he may go on to live to be 90 or 100, but it's just a belated announcement of an earlier death. He died when he refused to stand up for what was just and what was right and what was significant. The Black Women for Organized for Political Change in the city of Oakland brought Winnie Mandela to Oakland a number of years back. And I'll never forget what she said. Her words ring through my ears with a piercing familiarity even today. And she said that it's amazing. In South Africa, we go visit prisoners all the time. We don't know their name. We don't know their families, but we go visit them. And she said that she had gotten a clearance to visit all the prisons throughout the state. You can believe how many individuals hadn't been seen and visited by anybody. That is our obligation, ours is our duty. There's a biblical undergirding that supports that you should go visit those that are in prison. So having said that, we need not question and fear relative to patriotism, because we fought on Bunker Hill, we fought in the Civil War, we were the first to die there. We died disproportionately in World War I and II. We've made our contributions. Now we're here to fight on the steps of Sacramento Capitol, and I just want to say I stand with you and join you, and thank you very much.
We bring next from the Oakland Town Hall meeting, from the campaign to end the death penalty. Organizers, we met with the execution, the state-sponsored murder of our brother Stan Tookie Williams. Join me in receiving our Sister Dana Blanchard and her students from the
Thank you so much for having us. I want to say just something quickly about priorities, because I brought my students out here because I actually think they need to learn how to stand up and speak their minds. And unfortunately, students don't mean much in this state, because this state has a set of priorities that doesn't prioritize children. It doesn't prioritize health care for kids, for education, jobs for kids, vocational training in high schools. It doesn't prioritize those things. What does it prioritize? Prioritizes spending money sending kids to jail. It prioritizes building prisons, not schools. It takes up to $100,000 to keep a youth in prison in this state. What would that $100,000 look like if we gave it to that child in that classroom? It would look like a college education. It would look like better paid teachers and better facilities for our kids to go to school. I'm not up here right now to defend public education as it looks right now, because it does not look good. The achievement gap is huge in this state. I'm up here to say we need to work together to change that. We need to close the achievement gap. It starts with parents and teachers coming together in their communities, saying we prioritize schools, not jails for our kids, and we are willing to stand up and fight for it. And it means getting students involved, parents, teachers. Let's build a real coalition in the state, because it is on the chopping block. We have already lost more money than I can even speak about to public schools in this state, and it's going to continue to be cut again and again. And who is that going to hurt? It's going to hurt the future and the children who are coming up through the system right now. And where are those kids going to end up? They're going to end up in prison. That's what our state is saying right now. That's right. Educate, don't incarcerate, and let's all get involved. Thanks.